During this time of graduations, we take a look at a venue that has seen tens of thousands of graduates, musical performances, school programs, and movie sets. It is a grand and historic auditorium and a Whittier hidden gem.
My name is Morris Sawyer. I'm the historian for Whittier High School. We're standing in front of the Whittier Union High School Auditorium. It's known today as the Vic Lopez Auditorium. It was constructed in 1940. It was to replace the old auditorium, which had been damaged in the Long Beach earthquake in 1934, I believe it was. This is the Whittier High School seal. It probably represents Whittier High School more than anything else. This was originally put in when the auditorium was built and opened. It's been here over the years. We've lost a corner, part of the tile. We lost the eye out of the cardinal there, but it's been here. When I was in Whittier High School, and from the time Whittier High School opened, this seal was not to be walked on. That was one of the first things incoming freshmen learned after the assembly. And when I was here, and even before I was here, we had a group on campus called the Senators. The Senators would stand here, and they would have red shirts on, and they would stand in a circle. And the students knew that they had to walk around the Senators. And the freshmen understood that the seal was not to be walked on. And those are, at the very top, are the organ lofts. The top three panels are for the pipe organ, which was never put in. The only organ we had in here for years was a very small one up in the orchestra pit. We're going in here, this is just a pass-through area, and they use it for storage. But if you take a look at it, what is unique about it, it's still got the dirt floors. They never finished this part.
There's rumors of a ghost.
Well, the ghost is supposed to be in the place. I've heard rumors since I was a student here, when I first come to Whittier High School in 1954. Always, there's been a rumor there's a ghost in the auditorium. And supposedly, how he got his name George, but everyone calls him George. George is supposed to haunt the auditorium. I've had some people tell me they've seen him. Well, I doubt that. But the story goes that the way it goes is that there was a student when they were constructing the building, or right after it was finished, there was a student in here wandering around. He fell off the balcony in the auditorium upstairs, and that it killed him. And I've tried to do research on it. I've never found anything other than rumors on it. And I figured, like, my take on what the ghost upstairs is, if you'll come into this auditorium when there's no one in here and sit down and just sit there and listen, you'll hear sounds. And I think that's where the story of George got started, because of the sounds you hear in a building this large.
There's a lot of notable people that have walked these halls and stairways. Who are some of those?
Well, I've understood Bob Hope performed here, Elsa Lancaster. I know the Vienna Boys Choir was here, because I was in a classroom upstairs and we stopped our class and went out and listened to them. Were performing. Later on, they used parts of the auditorium for movies.
I'm looking around the city for hidden gems. Is this one of those?
Oh yes, definitely. This has been part of the community since 1940.